They laughed before he finished the sentence. Not openly, not loudly. Just enough for him to notice. A few smiles, a few exchanged looks. That quiet kind of laughter people use when they think they already know how the story ends. Arnold Schwarzenegger stood there and stopped speaking. He didn't rush to explain himself. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't try to win them back. He had learned something long before that moment. When people underestimate you, correcting them too quickly is a mistake. Silence can be useful. Arnold didn't grow up surrounded by encouragement. He grew up in a small Austrian village where discipline mattered more than comfort and praise was rare. His father believed strength was built through structure, not affection. Days began early. Rules were strict. Expectations were never lowered. Arnold learned early that nobody was coming to save him. When he discovered bodybuilding, it wasn't about attention. It wasn't about applause. It was about control. Control over his body, control over pain, control over weakness. While others saw muscle, Arnold saw proof. Proof that effort could reshape reality. That belief followed him when he left Austria. When Arnold arrived in America, he arrived with almost nothing. A suitcase, a vision, and an accent that made people stop listening before he finished speaking. Hollywood didn't know what to do with him. Casting agents told him his name was too long, his body was too big, his voice sounded strange. One of them laughed and told him directly that he would never be a leading man. Another said no one would ever take him seriously. Arnold didn't argue. He didn't defend himself. He wrote their words down, not to remember the insult, but to remember the lesson. While others chased approval, Arnold chased preparation. He trained when others rested. He studied film when others complained. He learned business while others waited for permission. He understood something most people never do. Talent might get attention. Discipline builds inevitability. In the gym, Arnold wasn't loud. He didn't need to be. He let repetition do the talking. Day after day, the same work, the same effort, the same silence. People react strangely to consistency. First, they mock it. Then they ignore it. Eventually, they respect it. Arnold waited patiently through every phase. There was another moment, years later, in a room filled with people who believed they were in control. Executives, advisors, decision-makers. Arnold spoke about his ideas, his plans, his future. He noticed the same expressions he had seen before. The same polite smiles, the same quiet disbelief. Someone whispered, someone smiled. Arnold finished speaking, nodded once, and sat down. No argument, no defense. They mistook that silence for weakness. They didn't understand that Arnold wasn't there to convince them. He was there to outlast them. Success doesn't announce itself all at once. It arrives quietly, then suddenly becomes undeniable. Titles replaced laughter. Results replaced opinions. The same people who doubted him began repeating his words as if they had always believed in him. Arnold's accent never disappeared. But the room changed. When he spoke now, people leaned forward, not because he sounded different, but because experience had taught them something. Power doesn't come from volume, it comes from consistency. Arnold never tried to erase where he came from. He carried it with him. The discipline, the silence, the patience. He understood that respect is not something you demand. It's something that becomes unavoidable when you keep showing up prepared. People will always talk. They will always doubt. They will always laugh early. Let them. Because the final moment belongs to the prepared. And sometimes, the most powerful response you can give is to say nothing at all.